What's going on? See, I always hesitate because it says recording in progress. I never know if it starts right away
Right.
or if it
I think
starts
it does.
after.
I think
So
it's
too.
as
But
soon
it's
as I
good
hit
for a
that
couple.
button.
It's good for a couple lulls where you see me just
Yeah.
frozen.
All the
But
visual learners. Yeah.
hey, welcome to episode 72 of the Nisto Bros podcast, where
Welcome
we
back.
are making movies number 6. Number
Mhm.
6.
I can't believe.
Can't believe it. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it off the bat. For my movie, I'm super excited about my movie.
I'm pretty jazzed. I'm pretty jazzed about it.
We're gonna have a first time ever when we get to my movie.
Oh my
and you
goodness.
guys will see. You guys will see. Austin doesn't even know. You guys
All
are
right.
gonna see. It's a first time ever. I'm so excited.
I'm excited about how excited Michael is about
Yes.
this movie. So
I'm excited that Austin is excited about my original excitement.
Precisely. And so because there's all this excitement going into the episode, we're not going to waste any of your time. We got to get to those movies. We got to make sure we have time fitting in our 15-minute time limit. Start the stopwatch, make it official, because we are going to start with a big old happy birthday to the one, the only. She could be in one of our movies. Who knows? Mila Kunis. Happy birthday to her. Spoiler alert, she's not in my movie. I'll spoil that right now.
It's not mine either. Sorry.
All right. Well, happy birthday. She's
maybe in Making Movies number 7.
Maybe
she'll be in it as soon as she leaves that Ashton guy for some Nisto guy. Huh?
I thought she was with. No, that's Megan Fox.
Yeah, she's with that idiot Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah, sorry.
What a dumb couple. What is Megan Fox doing? She's beautiful. She's with that gabagool, that buffoon, that clown.
Yes, she is. But Mila Kunis is who we're talking about.
Yeah, Mila Kunis instead.
She's beautiful also, and she is a great actress, and she
loved her in Ted and Ted 2.
Funny gal as well. So happy birthday, Mila Kunis. I don't have too much else to say about her besides she's a good-looking lady.
Yeah, Mila Lisa Kunis. I'm thinking
middle name.
Really? Kunis. I think she's still south of 40, but I think she's in her 30s. I'm going to say 36 today.
I'm going to go 33.
Okay.
Oh, I was way off. Oh, geez. Okay.
Was I a year off?
No, you were 2 years off. She is 38 today.
Wow. Phenomenal looking too for 38.
Of course she is. Yes.
She's 38.
Her real name is Melina Markovna Kunis. So very Russian sounding.
Yeah, kind of. Well, good for her.
Yeah, good for her.
I guess Mila Kunis is a little easier off the tongue
than Melina.
Yeah.
Well, Melina's
still pretty good, but the was the other surname the
middle name.
That's our middle name,
I would assume. Markovna.
Yeah, maybe
it's the one in between the first and the last, but you're right, it could be a double last name as well.
Could be a double last name. Anyway,
and she didn't take Kutcher. She could be Melina. I mean, I'm not sure if it's Melina or Melina.
They are married, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right here. It's, how would you say this, Mike? Maybe it's Melina. Listen, I'm going to spell it. Ready? Milena. Is that Melina or Melena?
Melena. I guess either way. She'll have to ask me. I'll have to ask her. She'll have to let me know. I'll let her.
Happy birthday, Mila Kunis.
Yeah, happy birthday. Another happy birthday. I'm going to say a little older than 38. One of the best basketball players ever, I guess you could say. Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson.
Yeah, not that Magic's not his first name. It's
his middle name. It's just
his middle name. Irvin Magic Johnson, one of the best. He battled with AIDS. Didn't he overcome AIDS? Like, wasn't he the first guy to? I knew something. He was very famous with something with AIDS. That sounds terrible.
He was like one of the first like really high profile people to get contract HIV. And so what happened? The monumental thing about his battle with it is that what happens is HIV eventually turns into AIDS. You know, it's inevitable. It's never fully turned into AIDS for him, and it's still like remained at the viral level of being just HIV. I don't really know how all that works. Obviously, he is a very wealthy man, so I'm sure he can afford a lot of good treatment, and he's doing pretty well with that. But as Mike said, a tremendous basketball player, MVP, NBA champion, Laker legend. You know,
owns them now, I believe, right? Doesn't he own the Lakers?
No, I think he's part of the
part ownership.
Yeah, and then he was like GM type stuff for a while, but then he stepped down from that. He's also, I'm pretty sure, owner of the Dodgers too. I see him in Dodgers.
Yeah, he's at Dodger games all the time.
So yeah, I'm gonna guess his middle name is Irvin Jeremiah Johnson.
I'm going Irvin Dwayne, like Dwayne Johnson.
And you want to guess an age?
56.
Okay. You say Dwayne?
I said Dwayne, like Johnson, like Dwayne Johnson. Get it?
Yeah.
It's the same spelling, like Dwayne, like The Rock.
Okay. We have Irvin Magic Johnson Jr. No middle name listed for the 62-year-old.
Wow. I was off by a little bit.
Point guard born out of Lansing, Michigan. Wow. Didn't know he was from Michigan. So happy birthday to Magic Johnson. He's getting real close to that senior citizen.
I'm going to go back to back.
Sorry. No, I just forgot that it was my turn.
Because I'm excited about the on this day, honestly.
Yeah, I know. The on this day is big time. So you stay strapped in, ladies and gentlemen. Happy birthday. Last one, two. There it is. I was going to do the same thing. Boom, boom, boom.
Classic.
Kofi
Some
Kingston.
vintage.
Obviously, wow. Kofi Kingston, great story in WWE.
Seriously, incredible.
Yeah. Hard worker. I don't know. There's so much we could say about him, but we want to keep it short and sweet. One of really just like such an underrated performer. That was the whole storyline in the lead up to WrestleMania 35.
35. The one. Yeah. MetLife for that. I was at Kofi.
Oh yes, 35. Yes,
35. Oh well.
Awesome. Yeah, it was 35.
Yeah, it was 35 because 36 was COVID and then 37 was Tampa.
Yeah. So but absolutely
Kofi Mania. What was crazy about that? Sorry to cut you off. That was supposed to be Mustafa Ali.
Mm-hmm.
And then he got hurt, and they literally just did the same thing with Kofi.
Yep.
Like they normally, like when there's injuries and stuff like that, they'll change storylines around, but they were like, no, we're doing the same exact thing that Ali was going to do with Kofi instead. And honestly, like
it probably worked better.
I think it worked. I was going to say, I think it worked better. Like it's a very unfortunate for Mustafa Ali because that was probably going to be his only chance to really get there. And then he came back, did the retribution crap. But like Mustafa Ali is really, really good.
Yes,
I just don't think it would have been this. It wouldn't have hit the same that like Kofi's did if it was Mustafa Ali. It would have still been like, yeah, cool, Ali, good on you. But like Kofi has been there for so long
and also
never had that opportunity.
Yeah, as one of the members of one of like one of the greatest or most known, most decorated, however you want to say it, stables of all time. The New Day was absolutely huge for
they're voted best tag team ever already by the WWE themselves.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's pretty spectacular. Happy birthday. Do you know that's not his real name, right?
No, definitely not. I don't know his real name, unfortunately.
So I don't.
But I think he's going to be. I'll just guess his age. I think he's going to be 39. I think he might be a little older. I think he might.
I'm going to be honest.
I'm going to stick with it. Go ahead.
He's turning a big 4-0 today. You were one off as you typically are.
Oh man, always. I was torn between that 39 to like 41, or maybe I didn't think he was 42 for some reason.
I'm going to be honest. I don't even want to butcher the name. It looks a little tough, but his first name really is Kofi. So,
that's pretty cool.
But the middle name, and then there's a double last name that
out of respect, let's not do that.
Yeah, but happy birthday to Kofi Kingston.
Yeah.
You're the man.
Yeah. On this day, oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah.
In the year 2000, so 21 years ago today, Dora the Explorer premiered. And you guys are probably thinking, who gives a toss about Dora the Explorer, right?
Yeah, what does it matter?
There's a little bit of a story behind the OG Dora the Explorer, Kathleen Hurley's, maybe?
Yeah,
we'll say
something like that.
So our father, Big Match John, right?
Yes. We've talked about him several times.
He's always talked about. I can't even tell this story. Nobody's gonna believe me when I tell this story.
We have support though. We have support.
There is support behind it. If you look her up, we can back this up. The OG Dora used to be our neighbor, living in Deer Park on Long Island, New York. Right next door. I used to
next door, not even across the street neighbor, a few houses down, right next door.
Like one house number over. Like I would ride my bicycle with them with training wheels and stuff. Like over there. Like tight.
I was born in 2000 when she was becoming Dora, literally
becoming Dora.
So I don't have as much of a memory, but I remember being told that Dora lived right next door.
How crazy is that?
Honestly, both of us, when we found out that Dora premiered on this day, we were like, was she actually Dora? And we never knew to confirm. Obviously, we were super young at that time. Like, you
never know.
Pops
could have been pulling our leg, as he likes to do.
But we saw she graduated from Deer Park High School, like on her little Wikipedia as an actress or a voice actress or whatever she is now. That she was with timeout.
Yeah, here's a conspiracy theory here about her. Because it was Wikipedia. What if Big Match John has...
Oh, come on. He doesn't know how to use a computer.
What if he has a Wikipedia account and he has a paid subscription and he can edit it and he's daily changing it? Yeah, but we looked it up. She graduated from Deer Park High School, so we're led to believe that our old man is telling the truth when it comes to Kathleen Hurley's. So Kathleen, if you're watching this, let me know how we say your actual name,
and also let me know how it was being Dora.
Pretty cool. Yeah, pretty cool.
Monumental day, I bet, in your life that it started off on this day that everyone in the world got to see. I mean, Dora. That's huge.
Dora is a big show. It's a big kid show.
Very popular amongst
I like
the
Boots.
guys and the
I like
gals.
Boots a lot. Yeah.
Yep, and then obviously spin-off into Go Diego Go.
Yeah, that was fugazi.
I'm just saying, but like
I didn't appreciate
multiple franchise options. On the map, it's classic stuff.
That was a bop, honestly.
I know. Actually, there's a funny comedian bit from Brian Regan. I'm not going to butcher it. I'm not going to go too much into it, but he's like, how did someone walked into that meeting and was just like, oh, God, nothing. What do I say to like the theme song for the map? So he goes, I'm the map. It's so good. I'll send it to, I'll put a link or something.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Very funny. Out there. Very funny. Nisto drinks this week. That's nice. The only on this day.
Yeah, that was the only one.
Aaron, the merch. Check it out. Link in the description. Use code Nisto Ships. Peace, love, sip. It's a turtle taking a sip. That's what he's doing. Peace, love, sip.
How sick is that, huh?
Very sick. So, I was trying to take a sip this week of some poppin' bubbles.
Nisto Ships.
Nisto Ships, free shipping.
Use Nisto Ships. Promo code Nisto Ships, free shipping on all future orders.
I was trying to get these poppin' bubbles out of this Dunkin' drink here.
Unbelievable.
And, just absolutely, I couldn't even believe this guy, especially after actually trying to drink it. I was only getting like one bubble at a time. I don't know if you or other people listening, when you have like bubble tea and you have like actual boba in there, sometimes you just get a mouthful of them. You get so many. Sometimes it's overwhelming how many, but it's always like a nice amount that you get. I was maybe getting one. I was getting one, then I was getting 0 per the sip. And I don't know if it was
the straw was too small, maybe.
Well, that's the thing that I wanted to say. The guy gave me a regular straw to start with that was regular size, and I'm like,
can't do that.
Sir, isn't there like a? I mean, I said that during the episode, but I just need to say that again. That I think he was new. I think he was new.
Poor guy.
Yeah, you know, but
sorry, Jerry at Duncan, but
beverage connoisseur over here had to be like, "What are you doing, man?"
Put some respect on it, Jerry.
I essentially run Duncan. So anyway,
we should have a sponsorship from them. Honestly, we should have many sponsorships. But you know what? I'm sorry to cut you off again. I'm working on one.
Oh,
if you guys haven't seen it,
we got stuff in the works.
We're working on it. That's all I'm saying.
This guy over here has got stuff in the works. All right, we got 2 things here. All right, we got 2 things here, Jerry.
Hey, turn up the gabagool. Oh my god. Sorry.
So there's 2 things about these bubbles, because I really rated the bubbles. That was kind of the thing, because it wasn't a new drink per se. It was just a strawberry dragon fruit refresher. I think I did that like a year ago or something potentially. Yeah. I don't think that getting the only flavor that the popping bubbles come in is strawberry. So I think that was a little bit of faux pas on my part, getting a strawberry drink with strawberry bubbles. It should have, I think maybe it could have been more redeeming if I got it in like a lemonade, something that complements with a strawberry flavor. You know, I think maybe down the line I'll try that. Probably not for another episode, but just on my own.
Like a regular lemonade or like a strawberry lemonade?
Like a regular lemonade, so you get when you pop
so you can actually
bubble,
taste the boba.
Yeah, because that was the issue. When I would pop the bubble and I still had the drink in my mouth, I couldn't even tell that I was getting an extra popping sensation. What I would have to do is, and this is why I didn't like it, I had to think about how I was doing the sip. I had to sip it. Hopefully I got a bubble. If I got a bubble, then I had to think, okay, I'm going to swallow all the liquid and then I'm going to pop the bubble so I can get the popping sensation and the extra strawberry flavor. Yeah. It's too much. I think if it was mixing with some other liquid that wasn't already strawberry, then maybe it would have been a little bit better. That's my rant on that. And then the other thing, the exterior of the bubble, I'm not really sure exactly what it was made out of, what the material was. I don't like that I just used the word material. Like it was something though. It was something though that just like did not sit well on the tongue. I was like, I feel like I shouldn't be ingesting this right now. Like it was just like a little like too tough almost, I guess. Like, you know, again, I'll go back to boba. Like those they just pop in your mouth. Like they're gone, you know? What would happen is you would pop, the liquid would kind of come out, and then there would just be like this weird exterior shell that it wasn't hard. Now I don't want to like say shell like it's hard, but just like some I don't know.
It had a weird flavor, weird taste.
It wasn't even. It didn't taste like.
Was it a texture thing?
It was a texture thing. It just felt weird.
Texture can make or break something easily.
For sure. So that was definitely an experience. I know it was a little bit of a quick, raw, uncut episode, but I think it was good. And that was my 2 cents on that. Any other questions, or should we move on into Stogies?
No, I want to make one comment about boba and like bubbles. I think, like you said, you would get 0, you'd get 1. Sometimes you get too many, not in this specific case. I think a nice range is like 1 to 3. Like 3 might be pushing it. If they're a bit on the smaller side, then like 1 to 3 is okay. It's not really too much.
Yeah.
I think. What do you think about that?
I think
3 on the bubbles.
I think I like more than 1. I think more than 1,
That's
but
fair.
I would say
if it's like a big boy, sometimes there's big boys.
Yes, it depends. It definitely depends on the size. These were also definitely on the smaller side, I will say. So that was maybe like one of the reasons.
2 to 4, 2 to 3.
I would say 2, 3, 4, maybe. You know, 4 would probably be pushing it, but I would say probably 2 or 3 is that sweet spot.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Nisto Eats. Okay, so off the bat, Tomasino's, I still have no idea how the hell to pronounce it. Tomasino's pizza. It's like 7 minutes from me. And off the bat was off to a rough start. They were working uphill without a paddle. Rough. Okay. So I walk in there, but it felt good. Like it felt good walking in. Looked like a pizza place. They had some, Goomba outside, like statue of
good
like,
ambiance.
It felt like it was a good pizza place, right? Also, I'm sorry if I sound like extra Long Island, extra Italian. I started watching The Sopranos, and it's just like I'm channeling my inner gabagool over here. So I'm sorry, all right?
No, all
just
good,
in advance
good,
to everybody. It's like, what's this Ginzo doing over here, right? So I walk into the establishment, right? And I look, and I'm expecting to see big, long counter with, the glass where you see everything all the time. No, they have like a little tower of like 3 little windows with like 3 pies. Like one had like mushrooms and olives. And I was like, I'm not touching that crap. So anyway, I go to the counter and I say, do you have any special slices? They say no. And I'm like, okay, well, strike one here.
What are we doing here?
What am I doing? I was like, I even said, I was like, barbecue chicken, like specialty slices, like barbecue chicken. He's like, no. I was like, all right, forget it. Give me 2 plain. So I got 2 plain. So I'm sitting down, I'm waiting. There's a woman next to me sitting in a separate chair. Obviously, she's not sitting on my lap or anything. That'd be kind of weird. So she's sitting over there, and she
clarified that.
Yeah, I had to. I don't want harassment or anything. So she's sitting there, and like a worker comes by, and she talks to her. She says, "Hey, like, do you think I could have like a free salad or something, because I've been waiting here. I had to come back because they burnt my pizza."
Oh my god.
And they wanted to remake it. So now I'm thinking they don't have special slices.
That's 2 strikes.
Now they're burning this poor woman's pizza. What's going on? Now I'm like, oh man, what have I got myself into here? So anyway, I think she got her salad, whatever the hell, out of here. So I get my 2 slices and I leave. I book it. So I leave. Okay, have my slices. So the crust, I mentioned in the episode, not a huge fan of it, but the slice itself was very, very good. I said it in the episode. That was the closest to New York pizza I have had since being here.
Wow.
And it said New York pizza on the box, and I was like, "Oh, fangul! Like, here we go."
Yeah,
like,
they marketing, big time marketing.
But it was damn close. Okay. The only thing was the crust needed a little bit of love. Don't burn the poor lady's pizza, and
give me a specialty slice.
Get some specialty slices.
But hey, maybe that's the thing. They really honed in on
which I'm okay
perfecting, with. So hey. Not bad. We're getting closer, eh? We're getting closer.
Last thing on the Tomasino's, I mentioned it in the episode before I took a bite of the pizza and started grading it. They have like a wall of fame thing.
Okay.
Like they have some challenge. It's like eat this 14-inch pizza or something for crazy like that. Stuffed pizza, I think that said like stuffed like a cheese crust. I don't know if the crust or like the whole thing. You eat the whole thing in one sitting, you get up on the wall of fame. Now that I've had the pizza, I might honestly try it.
Tempting.
I don't know if it'll be in this
that would be a pretty special Nisto Eats episode, though.
We're gonna see, but it's something I'm gonna think about.
Okay. Hey, we like that. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. Making movies number 6. It's happening. So we have adopted. I think this was two times ago for Making Movies number 4. We started doing this where we randomized the genre that we were going to do instead of picking it ourselves. Mike is out of his mind excited for this right now. However, we added another new wrinkle this time because, hey, we can't just come up with all these movies on any genre. Right. Sometimes they're a little tricky. Sometimes it's a little, not in my wheelhouse, not really feeling that. So we
it's like me last time.
Right, exactly.
Drama, romance or something.
Yes, that's what has prompted this new rule or new caveat of we get to randomize twice, essentially. If we don't like the first one, we get one more sudden death, whatever like that veto. One is, then we go. Yes, a veto. That's a good way to put it as well. So that's what we did. We both ended up using it, I believe.
I don't think I did, because the first movie I did, I think, had one genre,
Oh
and
yeah,
it was drama, I think, or yours was drama. I don't remember.
I got the drama romance. I was like,
That's
maybe,
right.
yeah.
That's right. I think I
We had some issues.
There
with
was
that.
only one. I think there was only one genre when I did it, but I randomized it again, and I'm so glad I did because I'm so stoked about this movie. Honestly.
So that's what we're gonna do, and we're gonna play rock paper scissors, and we'll see who gets to present their movie first.
Yes, let's do this, and you can count us down as per always.
All right, rock, paper, scissors, and shoot.
Oh, we got a tie. Both rock.
Rock, paper, scissors, and shoot. Oh, I won!
No! The streak! The streak is over.
All right.
Oh, man. Finally.
I want to go first.
Proud of you.
Damn it.
All right. I always defer and I always go to you. I was thinking about going first, but you won fair and square. You go first.
Yeah, no, we can save the best for last though, Mike.
Jeez.
Yeah, we'll build up to the climax.
Oh, Jesus. My biggest concern for my movie, believe it or not, is I hope I can get it all out in 15 minutes.
I think with the time constraint in there, like
I'm gonna work.
You're more mindful of it, and I think we can probably.
I got a lot written here. This pre-planning. I got it's like this. I worked harder on this than I do in school. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Ma. I'm just kidding. All right.
Okay. I'm ready.
I will.
So again. So I'll say the genre and maybe do I say the actors too, and then I'm officially on the clock.
You say the genre. You could say some of the actors if you'd like, but if it's something like a surprise or like it builds up into it, you could wait and do something like that. But yeah, tell us what the movie was, or the genre I should say. I want to get my iPad so I can use a timer.
Because
I have my stopwatch.
Yes.
You know what? I'll use the timer.
That's what I was gonna do for mine also.
So
as we just said, I vetoed a drama romance, and then I rolled again, and I got adventure, drama, romance.
What?
So
my goodness!
I got a little bit. I got a little something extra to work with, but I ended up having to go with a drama romance in some sense of the word as well.
Oh my goodness!
Hopefully, the adventure can spice it up a little bit.
All right. I instantly thought of something. We're going to see how your movie goes. I'll tell you at the end what I instantly thought of.
Okay,
I'm so excited.
So my actors in this movie are going to be Nicolas Cage, the one and only.
Oh Jesus, this movie sucks already.
Rihanna. She does a little bit of acting now, and Dave Bautista. So,
I hope this goes away. I'm thinking it goes, but all right. Anyway,
well, yeah, I don't know if what you're thinking is gonna happen. So,
I hope Nick Cage gets not Nick Gage, Nick Cage gets a Bautista bomb. Anyway, I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay,
ready?
I am
start the
ready.
clock.
Yes.
Go.
Okay, so this is a drama romance movie, so there has to be
adventure.
some an adventure too. That will come kind of later, but I'm just gonna set the scene here of kind of how all the characters are working and playing out. Nicolas Cage, his name is Larry. We have Larry, and Larry is actually married to Rihanna, Maggie. Larry and Maggie. Are you guys ready? Larry and Maggie. You guys have them in your head. Nicolas Cage is Larry and Rihanna is Maggie. Okay?
It's already different. I thought it was going to be Rihanna.
Oh, I know. Strap in, all right?
Man, I'm so ready.
So here's a little bit of backstory on Larry and Maggie. They live in sunny Los Angeles, California, and they have an absolutely great marriage. It's a little unconventional for a few reasons. So Larry is an extremely successful builder, carpenter. He's just kind of a handyman of all trades. And he works on very, very high profile clients. And he is a very, very, very busy man. So he'll build decks and these extravagant backyards for these celebrities and build them really expensive chandeliers and all of these different things for their very expensive homes. Okay. And he gets paid very handsomely for that. But as I just said, he is a very busy man with all of this. And because they're so wealthy and they have all of this money, a lot of the time, Maggie doesn't even have to work. Maggie doesn't even have to work because Larry is bringing in these huge checks from all of these he does a lot of athletes who are, they get their homes in Los Angeles and stuff like that. Kawhi Leonard, was one of his clients and stuff like that.
On Chicago though.
What?
Oh no, that's DeRozan. Never mind.
Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry. My fault. Yeah, that's not groundbreaking news here. Okay, I didn't mean that. I messed him up.
Kawhi Leonard went to Chicago. All right.
Yeah. Imagine that. I'm gonna give you extra time because
that's fine. So something that, like I said, is a little bit of an interesting. You're frozen for me, but we're good. We're good.
You were frozen for me too. Are we good?
Right, we're good.
I'm gonna pause this for about 30 seconds in my mind.
Okay. Larry allows Maggie to go on a lot of vacations, because she has all this free time to herself, and so she does a lot of exploring. She does a lot of adventuring. You get to see some of those trips, and you can, this is all setting the scene in the movie. You kind of get the dynamic of their relationship, how it works. And one thing that, obviously Maggie being such a beautiful girl, a beautiful woman, Larry obviously has some,
starting again,
some internal doubts. It's never something like super but she always assures him that she is completely loyal. And that's true from everything we see. She just goes out and she has relaxing times on the beach. She likes to go sightseeing to all these different things, and she just has a good time by herself. So Larry is just, he's happy wife, happy life. That's where he's at in his life. And he's doing his hard work. And he really rarely gets to take a break. So he ends up securing Cristiano Ronaldo. Do you know him?
Yeah, I do.
One of the most famous soccer players in the world. He is buying a house in LA, and he has contracted Larry to do a massive amount of work. It is a $5 million job. Larry,
pocket change. Pocket change for Ronaldo.
Exactly. Nicolas Cage is getting a big payday. Obviously, I also need, this is a little detail here coming into play. He doesn't work alone. You can't build everything by yourself. He's got a nice team that he's working with, but he's working on these massive projects. So he's always kind of looking to expand a little bit on where he's going. So when Larry finds out that he's getting this $5 million paycheck with Maggie, Maggie's like, please, honey, now can we please go on a vacation together? I love going on all of these great vacations alone, but it would be so nice for you to take some time. And Larry's like, I don't know. I really want to, keep on keeping on. And she's like, come on. Okay, fine. You know what? I'll just go to somewhere new and I'll have a great time there by myself. And just little old me doing and Larry's like, okay. You win. It's elongated in the actual movie, but just for the sake of time.
Of course, for the sake of time.
He says, okay, you know what? Maybe it is time for me. This is a huge thing for me. So it's after he gets the $5 million. They're secured here. So he's like, what has been your favorite vacation spot that you have been able to go to? And she says, and he's like, that's where I want to go with you so we can experience it together. And she says, Prague. I loved Prague. There were so many great things. There was the beach. There was this amazing bar that I would go to at night. We would have such fun. And then there was all these great places to see and to hike. And I just had such a good time. There were cool museums that I would love to see with you, blah, blah, blah. Oh my gosh. So fast forward, they go on their vacation to Prague. What am I doing on time?
You're at 9 minutes left. 9 minutes left.
Yes. So
with wiggle room, of course, because
yes. They do a little bit of a travel montage for the first day, you know, showing them having a good time. There's some good music. They're at a nice dinner spot. They went to that museum she was talking about, and there's just like a little montage. It's not really anything like there's no like concrete scene there in my mind of how this movie is working. So, but then it transitions to the nighttime, and they are at a bar. And who is the bartender but no other than Dave Bautista, aka in the movie his name is Terry. So everyone get acclimated to hearing about Larry, Maggie, and Terry. So we got Larry, Maggie, Terry. Terry is Bautista. Okay. And Terry, when they get to the bar, he's like, "Oh my gosh, Maggie, you're here. Wow, that's so so it's, you know, maybe in the audience you're like, "Oh, that's like a little weird." Like Larry doesn't take too much offense to it or anything, because he's very secure that like she has not been doing anything on all of these vacations and all these trips. He's very secure about how everything has been going. But you know, you kind of see that there's maybe a little sense of doubt of like, hey, he seems pretty excited. And so Terry starts talking their ear off. You know, they just show, you know, them catching up, having such a good time. And he's like, is this the Larry that you were always talking about when you came? Oh man, Larry, she has told me so much about you. You are just an absolutely incredible guy. You know, I have been so interested in trying to get into the construction business. You know, it's been something that I've just been trying to get into, but I never find the right launching point. I can never get there. You know, I need to keep the money rolling in, and I can't find something consistent. And so I always come back here to the bar, you know. That's that's kind of where the conversation starts heading, you know. But he's like, man, you're living up to all the hype. Like she really talked you up and, you know, said how much she loves you and all that. You know, so again, he's playing into this whole like, oh yeah, you know, nothing's, you know, Larry and Maggie, they're together. So that's kind of how it goes. And then it fast forwards to the hotel room that night. Larry and Maggie are talking about Terry, you know, and Larry's like, you know, I really liked that Terry guy, you know. I thought that he, you know, he was really nice. He treated you real nice. You know, he said like you guys had a lot of good time, whatever. So he's really into this construction, and you know, he looks like a burly guy. So, you know, maybe he could do some heavy lifting for some of the jobs I'm working on. Like, do you think he would be suited for that? And Maggie was like, yes, that would be so incredible. He would always talk about when I would bring you up and all these, I would tell him about all these different houses you were working on. He was always so interested in them. So, Maggie was like, oh, I have his number. You know what? I should have his number. Let me text him and like see if you want to like, you know, have like kind of a day all together tomorrow so you can kind of get a better sense of him. That makes sense, right? So again, you know, this is like part of the adventure kind of, you know, they're seeing Prague, they're going on, you know, maybe like a little rock climbing or something like that all together. 5-minute warning, only 5 minutes left here in the movie. So here we go. Larry, Maggie again. So they show the adventure, blah, blah, blah. Second night in the hotel, same kind of conversation. Oh, you know, sorry. That's not how I wanted to do it. I also don't have it all written down. This is, I synthesized it all. I have it. Okay. So it's actually, they're all in the bar together.
Okay.
Again, but Terry's not working tonight. He's just talking. And it's, again, kind of like that debriefing time of the night of like, you know what, man, I want to give you your break. I'm going to give you your break in the construction industry. I'm going to fly you out, and we are going to work together in Los Angeles. I just got a new client, Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan needs help on his LA house. Okay?
All right.
Whatever. Blah, blah, blah. So they Terry doesn't really interact with them too much, but they show some more the rest of the vacation. They're there for a week, whatever. Then they all fly back together.
So Terry accepts.
Terry accepts. Terry's over the moon. He's all ready to start his career and get this launching point. And so when they get back, Terry has his own room, whatever. They have a very nice house themselves, obviously, with all this high profile clientele. And then on okay, I don't really know how to break this. So Maggie and Terry, they do their they hook up. They do a hookup.
I knew it.
They do a little hookup. Larry's out when they're thing, and then there's like a little little flashback. I've seen this happen in other movies where it's like a little flashback, and like you never notice. It's like never in the foreground of a scene, or like they pan the camera over a little bit, and it's Maggie texting, and it's Maggie like before they go to Prague, and it's Maggie texting, and then they show the little text bubble, and it's like, oh my God, babe, I'm finally able to come back, blah, blah, blah. I have this whole plan. And then there's another time where Maggie's on the phone in the background, and then they like cue the audio to her, and she's like, yeah, and he's going to be so excited for you to come to Los Angeles with us. And she has this whole thing planned out.
Freaking Rihanna, freaking Terry. Not Terry.
Okay.
Well, Terry,
how much time do I got left?
You have 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Okay, I can wrap it up here. So here is the climax of the movie here. So eventually, Maggie has been kind of it's been a week or two. Terry's doing good on the jobs though. Larry has really taken a liking to Terry. They're bonding. They're having nice meals together every night. They're having a good time. But Larry notices Maggie is getting up more in the middle of the night than she usually does. And then here is the real big adventure. And so Larry notices that, and he tiptoes out. You could see Nick Cage doing this. Oh my God, tiptoeing out of the room, tiptoeing, and then there's a big blowout in the middle of the night.
1 minute.
Maggie and Terry are going, they're doing their thing. And Larry's like, what's going on here? What, all that.
Catches them in the act.
They're caught. Maggie's like, it's not what it looks like. It's not what it looks like. Oh, then what does it look like? What is it? He's all, there's no getting around what's happening here. And so there's a whole chase scene. I have it. I can't really describe it, but Larry's chasing Terry, blah, 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 blah. And eventually Larry loses to Terry because Terry's a big guy, and Terry tackles him to the ground. And then there's
15 seconds.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna have my wrap up here.
You're allowed to have some extra time because of
no. I'm just gonna, so there's no more like real scene, like that's kind of the end of it, and then like it shows
time.
Yes, it shows
but go on.
them going their separate ways, of Larry obviously canning Terry, and he is able to still live this lavish lifestyle, and Terry and Maggie are then struggling because Maggie is a 2-timing skank, and Terry is really just a burly idiot who was trying to mooch off Larry. So it shows them struggling. So
good.
Terry ends up winning and getting Maggie, but then they struggle and
they lose
because true love was not there for Larry and Maggie. That's the movie.
I like it. I wish you had more time.
I know, but I did what I could.
I liked it. I'd watch it.
Oh.
I can totally see Nick Cage tiptoeing it. Yeah. You know what? I keep calling him Nick Gate. No, I said Nick Cage that time. Nicolas Cage. I'm gonna call him Nicholas. I could see Nicolas Cage wearing like a onesie or like a nightgown, and he's tiptoeing.
Yes, definitely in the old man nightgown pajamas.
Like straight out of like Willy Wonka and the first scene of Willy Wonka.
Yeah. Okay, so there it is, Mike. It's time. I gotta take some sips here.
I just bashed my elbow here. I got my notes. I think I just tore my pectoral here. That's not my pectoral. This is your lat right here. I have my note up on my computer, so I'm not looking at my phone.
Okay.
So I don't remember the first genre I got. Like I was saying, I think it was drama. Anyway, I rolled again, and the movie, I actually kept it open. The movie I got was Superman from 78, which is sci-fi action adventure.
Oh, wow. That is awesome.
So, for the first time ever, we have a sequel!
Oh, wow.
We have a sequel!
Oh, I'm so ready for it.
I alluded to it from
I'm so ready for it.
Number 3, go back and watch it. That was a banger. I alluded to a sequel, and the moment has come.
I'm so ready.
We have a sequel. So for a little bit of a backstory for those who didn't watch that, anyway, go back and watch it so you can understand more of this episode. But Natalie Portman is Tina. She is our main character. She has a French bulldog named Annie, like Anakin from Star Wars. Natalie Portman, Anakin,
Star Wars.
Annie, French bulldog, because I like him. Never mind. The end, I'm not even going to tell you the end. Just go back and watch it.
Okay.
So go back and watch it. Go back and listen. So Tina, Natalie Portman, is still the main character. So that's one of my 3. I'm going to have 2.
Okay. Yeah, but not going to say them now.
I'm not saying them now.
Okay.
Especially because, yes, before you do that, especially because Abigail was at the end of, I freaking said it. Oh, well. Abigail, we don't know who she is.
Mm-hmm.
Until now. So let's do this, baby. Strap in. Tina and Annie, part 2. It's not the movie.
15 minutes is starting now.
Hey, so end of that Makin movies number 3. Tina was getting letters from Abigail. Who the heck is that? Tina writes back to Abigail, okay? Because she wants to know who, again, if you missed it, she was a bounty hunter. She wants to know, she wants the bounties to stop. This was 5 years later. Remember that. So 5 years later, you know, she wants the bounties to stop. She's done her job. She wants out. Okay.
She's tired.
Tina's over it. Okay. Abigail calls up Tina with, you know, distorted voice, so she can't tell who it is, but she knows it's a woman because Abigail, or is it? I don't know. So Abigail calls Tina and tells her to meet her at the diner in an hour. A big city, but it's the diner. Okay. Tina gets there and sees someone who she thinks is Abigail sitting by herself in a booth in a corner, because whenever there's a weird meetup in a diner or a coffee shop or something, it's always in the back of the corner. Spoiler alert. It's not really a spoiler. It is Abigail. Okay. Abigail, I'm not frozen, is Zendaya. Oh. You know Zendaya? All right. Yeah, that's a turn.
All right.
That's a turn. So Zendaya is Abigail. Okay. Zendaya, Abigail, explains that she is an up-and-coming bounty hunter who has idolized Tina her entire childhood. Her entire childhood. Abigail explains that she used to work for Floyd. Floyd was Robert De Niro in Making Movies #3. Go back again and watch it. And she wanted to break free from Floyd. So she thanks Tina, spoiler alert, for taking care of him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Abigail offers to take care of all future bounties for Tina, like the ones that she's been getting in the mail. She's been shredding them. Tina accepts and offers to have her move into her home.
Okay? Oh, wow.
So after weeks and months of Abigail helping out Tina, Tina receives a bounty before Abigail gets home. She's maybe doing some other bounty hunters things. She where I lost my spot. Sorry. She looks at, she's shocked. I'm losing my spot and I don't want to run out of time. Breathe. Tina receives a bounty before Abigail gets home. So she decides to look at it herself. Usually they would be like a powwow. They would do it together like girls do. Okay. And she's shocked by what she sees on this bounty. The bounty's name says Abigail's name. She has no idea who's sending these to her, but whoever it is thinks Tina is the one taking care of them. But really, it's Abigail. So who's sending the letters to Tina, these bounties, thinks Tina's back at the job. Okay. Right. So she shreds the bounty and moves on. A few days later, Tina gets another bounty for Abigail. This one has a phone number on it, though. So she calls up the phone number, okay, to find out who it is and who's sending these. The voice, of course, disguised, so you can't tell who it is, okay? The voice is disguised. Sorry. So the voice is disguised, and they know that Abigail is helping Tina, okay? The voice promises Tina that if she takes care of Abigail, it will be the last bounty that Tina gets. It'll be done. She's out of the business for good that time, okay?
Oh.
The voice tells Tina to meet them at their office, because we don't know, he or she, meet them at the office and get further details. Tina's hesitant, but she accepts to meet, okay? How am I doing on time?
You are at the 10.5-minute mark.
Oh, solid. Tina gets to this giant building and looks for the office of the voice. Okay. She finds the office where the letters are coming from, and it has letters on the door, AK, like initials. Okay. The name inside, close. The name inside, it is a woman. It's Anne King. Anne King. Okay. But we don't know who that is. We know it's a woman now, but who the hell is Anne King? Okay. So Tina walks into the office and sees Anne in her chair backwards, classic, like one of these.
Yep.
Do a classic spin around and reveals it's Miley Cyrus.
Oh my goodness.
Miley Cyrus is Anne King. Miley Cyrus, Anne King.
We're getting a Disney Channel reunion.
Is sending Tina these bounties, okay? She's been doing it for years. So Miley Cyrus, Anne King, explains that in another world, of course, in this movie, there's other worlds and stuff, different planets maybe, I don't know, because it's sci-fi. She explains that in another world, Anne King and Abigail lived in the same area, and Abigail was becoming a big movie star in movies and TV at a young age, just like Anne did. Of course, hypothetically in my movie, of course.
Right. Not anything in real life.
No. So Anne King did not want Abigail to outshine her. She didn't want her to outshine Anne and become a bigger, young actress than Anne was, right? Anne again promises Tina if she takes Abigail out, the bounties will end. So that's the end there. Back at the house now, Abigail received her own bounty addressed to her this time. She's confused because all this time the bounties have been addressed to Tina.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So what the heck? Right. So she opens it and is stunned to see Tina's name.
Oh my gosh.
She's shocked. There's a phone number and an address. She goes to find out who it is. Who's it from? It's from Ann King. Abigail shows up to Ann King's office. How am I doing on time? Because this is where stuff's about to get heavy.
You're at the halfway point, 7.5 minutes.
Beautiful. I could take a breath. I'm even going to take a sip.
Wow.
Water. I'm so fired up.
I know. I'm still recovering.
So it's Ann King. Ann King sent Abigail the bounty.
She's on a power trip, eh?
So Abigail shows up to Ann's office. Ann says that Tina and Abigail are some of the best bounty hunters that she's ever seen. You know, we find out like she also worked with Floyd and I can't remember what I named Jack Nicholson, and I just rewatched the episode, but which you guys should go do. Making Movies number 3. Go watch that. I think it was episode 42. Hold on, I think I wrote it here. No, I didn't. I'm an absolute clown.
Not 42. I feel like it probably like.
I feel like I wrote it down. I thought 50. I did, but anyway. Anyway, it's on there. Go find it. Making Movies number 3. I know that for certain. Anyway, also sorry, Annie's not really around in this movie. He's still alive, but he's just not really a part of it like he was in the first one. So yeah, Anne says like, hey, like you guys
49. Sorry.
49. Sorry. What did I say?
42.
I was a little off. Episode 49. Go watch it. Do it now. What are you still doing here? Go watch it. Anyway, so Ann King, Miley Cyrus, is telling Zendaya that her and Natalie Portman, Tina, are some of the best bounty hunters she's ever seen. Abigail took no, excuse me. I made a typo actually here. Tina took out the 2 top dogs, being Robert De Niro and Jack Nicholson, Floyd, and I can't remember Jack Nicholson's name. And now Anne wants to be the top dog, you know, like the top gabagool, you know, in the bounty hunting biz. Okay. And to be the top dog, you got to beat the top dog. That part I just made up because of Ric Flair. To be the top dog, she needs to take out Tina, because everybody in the bounty hunting biz knows that Tina is like the bee's knees of the bounty hunting.
Tina's out of the game.
Tina's out of the game. But she's trying to get Tina to take out Abigail. What's up with that? What's up with that?
I don't know. So 5-minute warning. Let's go.
Oh, perfect. I have my last little paragraph here. This is where it blows up. Oh, man, my neck. Abigail leaves Anne's office and runs into Tina. They stop. They have one of those kind of like the Spider-Man and like the Office, you know, moments. Yeah. And it starts to click for them both. They realize what's going on. And they have a Donnybrook. They start duking it out around the city, and like it's like totally okay. Nobody's like, hey, Natalie Portman and Zendaya are fighting in the streets here. Like it goes all over. Okay, so they are fighting back and forth, but neither one of these ladies can get the upper hand because they're both so skilled. They're both skilled, technical bounty hunters. It gets to a point where after minutes of fighting, grueling fighting back and forth, that they both freeze and they look at each other. They just stop fighting and look at each other. And Tina says, Abigail, we are clearly the 2 best bounty hunters to ever do this. Anne wants to take us out because she's scared. And Abigail says, you're right. She's always been jealous of me, and she still is, and now she's jealous of you. She's not the top dog. Here's a nice play on words. She's not the king.
Oh,
we are. So they storm into the building, fighting off every security guard, that Anne has, because for whatever reason, Jack Nicholson didn't have them, but actually you found out that Annie took them out. Spoiler alert.
Oh, nice.
The first one. Anyway, so they're fighting off all the security guards. They burst into Anne's office and they take that bitch out. I waited enough time. Sorry. If you didn't know what was coming, sorry, whatever. So they take her out.
All right.
Tina comes to the realization that she cannot get away from the bounty hunting business because she is the bounty hunting business alongside her protege, Abigail. So now you have Abigail and Tina running the show because now they are the top dogs, not Jack Nicholson, not Robert De Niro,
right.
Not Miley Cyrus and King. The end.
Wow. Woo! That was something, man. That had me on. That was crazy. Woo! That was very, very well done. I couldn't believe the turn that Tina and like when you said, "Oh, Tina got the letters from Anne King," but then Abigail got them too, and then man, Anne King really thought she had it all figured out. But you know what?
He thought she was going to make Mr. and Mrs. Smith each other, and type of deal.
One thing that I had.
How much time did I finish with?
You had 2 minutes left.
Oh wow! All right, good.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
One random thought I had when you named her Anne King. I thought it was going to be some kind of weird Anne is actually Annie, some kind of weird crossover, that the French bulldog Annie, Tina's, was somehow.
That would have been something. That would have been something.
I thought you were gonna go somewhere wild like that, but no, that was.
If I took that crazy turn, that would have been nuts. But I thought I did pretty well with it.
No, you did great. That was awesome. I couldn't. That was great. Sequel, first ever sequel.
The first ever sequel, and I'm just saying, there could be a third.
Hey,
it's left open. They beat
open.
Anne King. Now it's
now
Natalie
they're the
Portman.
top dogs.
Now it's Natalie Portman and Zendaya. Tina and Abigail are the top dogs. So, there could be. I'm just saying.
Hey, I don't know. I don't know.
If I ever get sci-fi action adventure again, you never know. There could be. It could be a trequel. I'm going to call it that.
Not a trilogy, but a trequel.
No, who would ever call it that? It's a trequel. You dig? This is a long episode.
I was just gonna say we're over the hour mark, so we're gonna speed run. We're not even get to the hour 5. We're gonna go so quick. This is the first ever post of the week by me. We've had ones by Mike before. It's a tweet. It is oh my god! I just made my chair go down. Holy cow! All right, so I'm gonna say it because it's mine. It's a new meme format. Also, Twitter changed their font. Don't know how I feel about it. It's different. It's definitely different.
I haven't noticed it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just.
It's very minor. It's very minor, but I still don't know. I don't know how I feel about change. Also, the home button is black. It's not on my.
That I noticed. The follow button is white now. It's weird.
Yeah. It's all different. Anyway.
Sorry, I don't mean to cut you
off. It's a new meme format here of my fall plans, and it's a picture of something, and then the Delta variant. And it's the picture of it getting getting all messed up. But no, I'll make them bigger here. So the initial picture is Taylor Swift. If you are an audio learner, I'm explaining it to you. You can click on the link also to check it out. Even though I'm private on Twitter, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it. But sure, here it is. Anyway,
send them a follow.
Yeah, do that. Taylor Swift winning the VMA. In 2009, oh my gosh, she's so happy. She's got the microphone, so excited. And then the Delta variant.
I'm gonna let you finish.
But
classic,
absolutely. Kanye takes the microphone, and obviously this is a very infamous. And this is the face that a lot of people, I'm sure, are facing with, their plans getting canceled. Obviously, nothing that's dramatic has happened to me. In terms of my fall plans getting canceled, but I know it is affecting a lot of people, especially all over the world. So
yeah. Shout out to Jacob too, who wanted to retweet it, as did I, and we could not.
Yes, shout out to Jacob. So stopping the share there. Oh, what happened? Stopping the share there.
We're good.
Mike.
Yeah.
What do rain clouds wear?
A raincoat.
Thunder pants.
What?
Like underpants?
Oh, that's
thunder
terrible. That is terrible.
What do you mean? It's a rain cloud. There's thunder and lightning coming, and
you told me that this was a bad joke before we started, and I agree. It's a bad joke.
It was actually a different bad joke. You want to hear that one too? Maybe it'll be worse.
Well, we'll get a little 2 for 1 here. Who cares? We're over an hour.
It's also I just gotta find it real quick.
We're definitely gonna be over a minute 5 now.
So what kind of shoes? It's about wearing. What kind of shoes do ninjas wear? Have you heard this one?
No. Crocs.
Sneakers.
That's so stupid.
That one's worse, right?
That one's definitely worse.
That one's bad. All right, 2 terrible ones.
2 bad
on your head top.
Hopefully I can save it here. I was watching the Olympics. Olympics are now over, of course, but one of my favorite activities or games is the javelin. You know, the javelin throws. Yeah, yeet, like that. But there was one guy who was very nervous, and it made me think. What do you call a nervous javelin thrower?
Oh man, I literally have no idea. I couldn't even guess.
Shakespeare.
Oh no,
my God.
That I had no idea where that was going. That is incredible. Shakespeare.
Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Wow. Very good one. Very good one. I think it made up for it. I think it did make up for it. That's very good.
My goodness. Let's have a quick outro. See you. Bye.
All right. See you, bye. Peace, love, sip.
Peace, love, sip. Peace, love, eat. And listen. See ya.
See ya.
No, I'm kidding. Let's not do that. Okay. What do we got?
I was close to hitting stop.
Close.
Next week, episode 73 of the hashtag Nisto Bros podcast. Please tune in. We are going to be doing another WWE themed episode. I know last week's was also a little bit WWE centric with the Vince McMahon dinner date. Go check that one out if you haven't. And then check out next week's also. Stay tuned. We're going to do a pick 3 of this cool WWE graphic we got.
Yes, that's right.
Is the guest confirmed for that episode, or is it the other one?
We don't have a confirmed guest just yet. Quite possibly in the works.
Okay.
So yes.
Potentially a guest episode as well. Those are always fun as well.
Potentially a guest episode.
Definitely. Stay tuned. Check out hashtag Nisto Drinks last week's and this upcoming, as well as Nisto Eats on the pizza tour, trying out all the pizzas in Orlando, Florida.
Or around Orlando, at least. Yes.
That's around Orlando.
If you want to be a guest, let us know.
Let us know.
We want you on the guest list for the Nisto Bros.
Okay? Be our guests.
And again, Nisto Ships. Cheesley's potential future endorsement, advertisement stuff. I'm running out of things to say.
Well, I think that's a good thing because we got to wrap it up. Peace, love, sip.
Watch the trilogy. What did I call it? Trequel. Yeah, watch the trequel of Tina and Annie and friends and eat and listen.
That
was a rough one for me.
Hey, you can't win them all.
You win some, you lose some.